But like,
Yeah.
don't you also yourself defend your friends?
No, they're grown.
No, nope, you never
grown.
defend your friends at all. Okay, that's just evidence that
They're
you're a bad
grown.
friend.
They are grown. They are full grown
But that's
adults
just
who can
evidence that
defend
you're a bad
themselves.
friend. If you don't defend your friends at all, you're just a bad friend.
Hey there, I have returned from a long break because I missed uploading to this channel. To keep this channel up and running, I'll have to provide some commentary so YouTube doesn't get upset at me. Also, today's video is funny moments from his stream on March 8th. Link to his channel is down below, so enjoy.
Guess Robert.
You support Trump?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, okay. There was a glitch there for a moment. Mr. Mike, I'm just going to take a moment here and thank a couple people, then I'll pass that mic and the floor off to you, okay?
Yep.
Sounds good, man. First and foremost, thank you so much, Brooke-ish. Thank you for the $20 over on YouTube Super Chat. I really appreciate you so much for that love. Let's get 200 Brooke-ish W's down below in that comment section who says, I would love to debate you at some point. I don't support Trump, but I'm a Christian liberal. Hopefully you make a debate video not on the worst president in history, but of the existence of God. I could see myself debating Christianity sometime, but the thing is like, I honestly don't want like my live stream to be like to push Christians away. You know, if anything, I want to invite Christians into my live stream because I believe that the worldview in which I espouse about American politics aligns significantly closer with Christianity and Christian values compared to the worldview of the right. So I never want to be like pushing Christians away, which is why I don't really debate religion, if that makes any sense. I'd also like to quickly thank Malachi. Thank you so much for the 20 euros over on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much for that love. Thank you. Show some love to Malachi down below in that chat for the 20 euros. Malachi says, hey, Dean, I'm Muslim, and I'm glad to see that you understand and argue against extremists. In our religion, we are taught to respect other religions and heavily frowned on violence of any kind. P.S. Women can drive. Exactly my point. There are Islamic extremists that disagree with you, Malachi, but both me and you, Malachi, would condemn the shit out of them because they're insane, right? The same way there's Christian extremists, the same way that there's Jewish extremists. Extremists exist in all religions. All extremists should be frowned on, and all benevolent practitioners of all religions should be uplifted. And that's my point. Thank you so much, Sebanik, for the $20 who says, I forgot that you're going to need an Expo eraser for that rolling whiteboard. I still need that rolling whiteboard. Sebanik, I hope you're well. Thank you so much for the $20. We have one more super chat from Luna. Thank you so much for the 24 euros. Thank you so much for that love, Luna. Thank you guys all so much for the love. Let's get 250 Luna W. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so very much. I think that we just have a few people to thank on Venmo and PayPal. Then we're ready to hop into that next debate with Mike. Tom, thank you so much for the $15 on Venmo, who says, the Troubles were an ethno-nationalist conflict in Ireland, wherein Protestants and Catholics fought war in the streets in the 60s to 98. Thank you for sharing that information with me, Tom. Patsy, thank you for the $30, who says, been away for a few days, but I'm back. Keep on doing you. Patsy, welcome back. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's stream. Let's get 300 Patsy W's. And seriously and sincerely, thank you. Thank you so much for the love. Bing Bong, thank you for the $10. Alex with a 5. Yanni with a 5. And then Z, thank you so much for the $10 as well. He says, Dean, Americans don't care about killing their own kids. What makes this douche canoe think that they'd care about killing Iranian children? You know what? Fair point. Guns are the leading cause of death in American youth, and we still see Republicans arguing that we need to reduce gun laws, right? Take the restrictions away. Really a good and unfortunate point. Now we just have a couple people to thank on PayPal, then we are ready to go. Thank you so much for the $11. Katharina, who says, Happy International Women's Day. Oh yes, for everybody watching, Happy International Women's Day. And in fact, if you're curious why I'm on so late, it's because I spent the first half of my day with my girlfriend. Thank you so much for the $11, Katharina. And then Evelyn, oh my God, thank you so much for the $100 donation over on PayPal. It is so good to see you. That is so fucking kind of you. Thank you so much for that love. Evelyn, let's get 1,000 Evelyn W's. That is EVELYN. That is so much money. Thank you so much for the kindness, genuinely and sincerely. Oh my goodness, Evelyn. Evelyn with 100 says, I'm so devastated that my son is there. I can no longer bear to follow the news, but watching you gives me hope. Your work is so important. Thank you, Evelyn. You have been in my thoughts. You've been in my heart. I remember you sharing that with me last week, and oh my gosh, it'd be so scary to be in your position as a parent, as a family member, as a loved one, as a friend. Sincerely, all my prayers to you, Evelyn. I really hope that you're, and I know that your son's going to be just all right. Please show some love extra special love to Evelyn. Rin, thank you for the $10. Who says, hey, Dean, good to see you today. Good to see you as well, Rin. Ashley, thank you for the 4. Amanda, thank you for the 5. Astrid, thank you for the 10. Who says, I love what you're doing and I watch every single stream. I bet you're fucking educated. Hella based. Thank you for the $10, Astrid. You're awesome. Augustine, thank you for the 5. Caitlin, thank you so much for the 5. And then we just have one more here. Then the mic on the floor will be Mike's. The Mr. Trump supporters. Miss Ann. Dude, thank you so much for the $200 donation on PayPal. That, dude, Queen Anne from Quebec City, ladies and gentlemen. That is insane in the best way possible. And oh my God, and with the $200 says, here's another donation for your travel fund. You should take your girlfriend on a trip to Paris. You both would love it. And all the love in the world to you. Yesterday, I was talking about how, all the donations are going to be going to my girlfriend. Her birthday's on the 22nd, and I'm taking her on a trip. And you must have watched the VOD or something. That is so fucking kind of you. I'm so grateful for you. That is completely outrageous. It will always just bamboozle me, the amount of love that some of y'all show. Like, genuinely, and I do not deserve that, and thank you. While we pass the mic to Mike to tell us why he's MAGA, if you guys could please show some very extra special love to all of the donors down below in that chat, including Ann and Evelyn, I'd really appreciate it. Take it away, Mike. How the hell do you still support this terrible president?
I need to meet Ann. She seems like a sugar mama.
That's a really weird way to categorize people who support the stream. I think I'd reject that when I think of sugar mama. It's more like, I'm going to give you money because I'm sexually attracted to you. Meanwhile, a lot of the people that support the stream say, I'm going to give you money because I really like what you do. I think it's important. You change minds, and I want to support you. So I wouldn't call her a sugar mama. So go ahead, take it away. Tell us why you support Trump, please.
I just like his blonde hair.
Okay, so you're trolling?
No, I'm not trolling. I really do support Trump.
Okay, so then get to it. Why do you support Trump?
Let's see. I just like everything he's done so far. He's really doing good.
You like everything he's done so far? Okay, well, that's insane.
I don't know about everything.
Did you like it when he refused to abide by a court order to feed 16 million starving American children?
How?
How? So during the last 12 days of the government shutdown, SNAP ran out of money. Donald Trump had the authority to dip his toe into emergency contingency funds to keep SNAP benefits running for 16 million American children, 44 million Americans overall. He said no. A judge out of New Jersey literally ruled that he has a legal obligation to use those emergency funds to pay SNAP benefits. And then he still said no, which left 16 million American children to starve.
Well, New Jersey isn't what is the judge in New Jersey? What does that have to do with?
It was a federal judge that happened to be in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. I think the majority of people on SNAP are scammers. People that
all the 16 million children on SNAP are scammers.
There's 16 million children on SNAP?
Yes, there's 16 million children on SNAP. They're scammers?
Well, no, but their parents probably are. They could get a job, but they choose not to.
Well, actually, there's a work requirement on SNAP benefits from the federal government. I don't expect you to know this because you're low IQ.
There is now.
No. The new work requirement was on Medicaid. There's always been a work requirement on food stamps. I would also not expect you to know that because you're low IQ, but I'm happy I could teach you a thing or two.
What's the work requirement for SNAP?
80 hours a month for able-bodied American adults under the age of 58.
Didn't they just add that?
No. The new work requirement was on Medicaid, as I told you less than 30 seconds ago.
So what were the requirements before?
For Medicaid, there was no work requirement.
No, for SNAP. For SNAP.
Everything that I just said, but instead of it being for
80 hours of work a month?
Under 58, it was under 54. Like the Big Beautiful Bill did just kind of increase that top level age, which I think was bad. But I mean, look at this. Now we're talking about your misconceptions of Donald Trump's policy imposing work requirements instead of talking about the fact that Donald Trump illegally refused to pay food stamp benefits for 16 million American children. Very good deflection.
Do you think the parents of those kids could get a job?
Are you actually fucking stupid?
No, I'm not stupid. I'm asking.
What did we just get over? What did we just get done talking about? They gotta have a job. They have to have a job.
You don't have to have a job to have SNAP. I've had SNAP. You don't have to have a job.
You are so insanely, dude. Lock in.
It's an
Mike.
income thing.
I just told you. Listen, I lock in, Mike. I just told you. For SNAP benefits from the federal government, if you're under the age of 58, you got to be working a job.
Well, I was in my early 30s, and
there's probably exceptions for having children. You might still get food stamps given that you're able to work and not work, and if you have kids under
we were just
10.
talking about children. You said 16 million children without SNAP benefits. I asked if their parents had a job, and you said they have to have 80 hours of work a month.
Yeah, I'll revise that claim. I don't know. because in the same way there's like a unique provision allowing able-bodied unemployed Americans with children under a particular age to still access Medicaid. It might be the same way for food stamps. So I revised my answer to I don't know. But remember, it's not even about the parents, it's about the kids.
Well, yeah, if you have kids, you should take care of your kids. It's the parents' responsibility, not Uncle Sam's.
Well, I think it absolutely is Uncle Sam's responsibility when Uncle Sam says it's his responsibility, and Uncle Sam sets laws to ensure that if they break that responsibility, then they're doing something illegal. Like, how could you argue that it's not the responsibility of the federal government, or it wasn't the responsibility of the federal government to pay out those food stamp benefits when we had a judge literally rule that it was their legal responsibility to do so?
What's the responsibility of the parents?
Why are you deflecting away from the question that I just asked you, Mr. Mike? Why don't you go ahead and give it a shot? Try to answer it. Try your best, buddy. Do you want me to repeat it? I bet you already forget. Because you have like the memory of a goldfish? Don't worry, I will. This will be easy for me, Mike. How could you argue that there was no responsibility on behalf of the Trump administration to pay out those food stamp benefits when they literally had a court rule that they had a legal responsibility to pay out those food stamp benefits?
Okay. Say that again. I'm sorry. I wasn't.
For the fourth time, Mike? Come on.
Sorry.
Okay.
Go over one more time.
How could you argue that the Trump administration did not have a responsibility to pay out those food stamp benefits when a federal judge literally ruled that they had a responsibility to pay out those food stamp benefits? And, of course, the federal government had promised those food stamp benefits, and the only reason why they were not being paid out was because of the unexpected government shutdown.
So I've got 3 kids. I went through the government shutdown. I went through COVID. I went through all that with 3 kids, and they never went out a meal.
You're not answering my question, Mike.
Okay, you're right. Oh, yeah, okay. Trump disobeyed some New Jersey federal judge.
So you're also not answering the question. It wasn't about Trump disobeying the judge. We already knew that. It's about the responsibility that the federal government has to pay out food stamp benefits.
If you have kids, you should feed your kids, not the government.
Okay, you're not answering the question. Can you agree that the Trump administration had that responsibility because that's literally what a court ruled, on top of the fact that it was something which the government had promised?
Sure, Trump bad.
Okay, so you agree that they had that responsibility, right?
Trump bad.
Okay, so you concede, and you admit that you were wrong and when you suggested otherwise.
I agree that Trump should have spent the government money to feed children on food stamps when their parents are too lazy and poor to do it.
Okay, well, how do you know that it was because their parents were too lazy? How do you know that their parents weren't working a job and just couldn't make ends meet because of the rising costs of things such as healthcare, housing, food, electricity, internet, phone, so on and so forth? Right? Like, there's this assumption made by so many people disproportionately on the right that under capitalism, if you can't make ends meet, then you're somehow lazy. Okay, I just find that to be so inconsiderate. It's such a privileged position. I've been in a position before where me and my family weren't able to make ends meet, and I know damn well that's not because they were lazy. That's because of the public policy in this country, and which serves to the better interests of the top 1%, the billionaires, the ruling elite, at the expense, okay, of the 99, the average American, and the low class. But according to you and everybody else on the right, you've been propagandized against your own self-interests, and now you just blanketly call everybody that doesn't have a high enough income that would support feeding the mouths of a family of 5 on top of paying their bills lazy. No, I think that people like the ruling elite are pretty damn lazy because they spend their days coasting on yachts in the middle of the Caribbean while shaking their fist in the air of the federal government doesn't give them a couple $1 billion in government subsidies.
Okay. So
you're wrong.
I could get a fishing pole and go down to my local pond and catch enough food to feed my family for a week.
Okay. A, not everybody has a fishing pole. B, not everybody has a local pond. And C, in most local ponds, if you fish without correct permitting, you're going to get pulled over by whatever like the fishing equivalent is of a game warden, and you're going to get in trouble.
Okay, I've been fishing every weekend for the last 5 years. I've run into a game warden twice.
Oh, so you admit to breaking the law?
No, I have a license. I'm a disabled
So you
veteran.
admit that you need a license?
Well, yeah, it costs you like $30 a year.
Right, yeah. Yeah. I do think that the single mother of 5 should
right, $30 a year is pretty
should quit her job just to go fishing down at the local pond in the middle of the night after the children are asleep, right?
Well, no, she shouldn't quit her job.
Right? Like, do you see
I
how
would never
you sound so
advise it.
fucking stupid? Like, you're just trying to find any way to rationalize the Trump administration breaking the law and leaving 16 million American children to starve. You just sound idiotic to everyone with a brain. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, you're saying that, oh, Trump didn't really do anything bad when he suddenly broke the law and refused to pay out these food stamp benefits because the parents of all these children could have just gone fishing in a pond. Like, dude, what if their children happen to have an allergy to fish? What the fuck now?
Is there 16 million kids who's like the children of federal government workers that were affected by the government shutdown?
No, 16 million children are on food stamp benefits that were affected by the government shutdown.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what churches and breadlines are for.
Oh, yeah, because churches and breadlines could weather the shock of a sudden government shutdown, a sudden breach of the law that they didn't expect, to then feed every hungry child in America. Now, absolutely, Mike. Once again, you sound dumb. And that's not what they're for. That's what food stamps are for. That's what the government is for. And it is the government's responsibility to care for the betterment and the well-being of their constituents. It absolutely is.
It's not the government's responsibility. Okay, food stamps are to like get you by until you can get a job. It's not for
listen,
like,
if you sign it, listen, if you sign a
contract.
If you sign a contract saying every single day you're going to show up at this person's house and mow their lawn, is it your responsibility to show up every single day at their house and mow their lawn? If you sign a contract saying that you're going to do this for the next year.
I'm a private citizen. I'm with the federal government.
Are you going to answer the question?
Yeah, for me.
Okay, so if you contractually agree to do something, then it is your responsibility to do so. So when the government contractually agrees to pay out food stamp benefits, it's their responsibility to do so.
Yeah.
Good boy. Thank you for conceding.
Wasn't there a federal government shutdown that prevented that from happening?
The federal government shutdown is what caused that to happen.
Okay, whose fault was that?
That would be the Republicans' fault, because the reason why the shutdown happened is because they didn't want to renew a subsidy.
I thought it was Daddy Trump that made it to where 16 million kids couldn't get fed.
Yeah, how does Republicans causing the government shutdown change that? It doesn't?
Trump isn't Republicans. He's the president. Plus, it wasn't the Republicans. It was the Democrats.
Hey, I have a question. Is Donald Trump a Republican?
Yeah, he is. He's not all Republicans.
So when I say it was the Republicans' fault, I'm saying it's the fault of him and the Republicans in Congress. For clarity. Most people just kind of know that, but I mean, I'll clarify for you.
I know Trump's a Republican, but Trump isn't the Republican Party.
Well, he is the champion of the Republican Party. He dictates it.
Will you explain to me how the Republican Party was responsible for 16 million kids not getting fed?
Yeah, of course. Because A, the Republican Party caused the government shutdown by refusing to renew an ACA subsidy, causing an increase in the premiums for 45 million Americans, upward of 300%. And then B, after the government shutdown had started and the food stamp benefits stopped getting paid, Donald Trump, the leader of the Republican Party, possessed a legal obligation to reach into emergency contingency funds to get it done to pay the food stamp benefits, and he literally refused to do so. C, therefore, Trump and the Republican Party are responsible for 16 million American children going unfed.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. What did the Democrats
So what did I say that was wrong? One moment.
No.
What did I say that was wrong? No, you said that you're not buying it. What did I say that was incorrect?
What did the Democrats do to negotiate to come to the table to make sure that these kids could get fed?
Well, ultimately, they just caved to the Republicans' demands because kids were going unfed, and they allowed the ACA subsidy to expire. And by the way, the 7 Democrats who caved to those demands for that reason are spineless.
Who were they? Who were the 7 Democrats?
I don't know their names off the top of my head. Now, could you tell me why you weren't buying my argument, Mike? I think the argument I gave you is pretty sound, and the only reason why you're denying it is because you're an incompetent fool.
I am not incompetent. That's very unkind of you, Dean.
I'm sorry that honesty is sometimes rude. It is.
Yeah, I agree. But it's not on one party to come
It
to an
literally
agreement
is.
on the budget of the government.
Wait, what? One moment. Listen, what caused 16 million American children to go unfed isn't necessarily the government shutdown. It's Trump refusing to use emergency funds to pay the benefits during the government shutdown.
Okay. So,
Therefore, it's Trump's fault.
because after the Republicans and Democrats couldn't come to an agreement, and so food stamps got shut down.
A, the reason why they couldn't come to agreement is because of the extreme demands of the Republicans, putting the health care of millions on the line. And then B, after it caused a shutdown, and then then the USDA ran out of funding. Donald Trump refused to abide by his legal obligation to dip his toe into emergency contingency funds to get it done, to make ends meet, and to feed 16 million American children.
What unreasonable demands did the Republicans make? Like, what was the
Allowing the ACA subsidy to
Medicare?
expire, but like, remember, that's not the relevant.
Medical-
That's not the relevant puzzle piece here. In order,
There it is.
insofar as why Trump is responsible for the starvation of 16 million American children. And no, it's not the relevant puzzle piece whatsoever, because even if it was the Democrats who caused the government shutdown, which they didn't, and then Donald Trump still refused to abide by his legal obligation to feed the kids, he would ultimately still be the one responsible for the starving children.
Okay, so if my daughter and her boyfriend have $20 and they run out of gas on the side of the road and they can't determine whether to spend the $20 on gas or food, but I have $20, is it my responsibility to give them $20 because they wanted to spend it on food?
That's a really good question. So if there's a law in place that says if they were to run out of money, then you have to give them $20, and you agree to that law, and then you refuse to give them the $20 when they run out of money, then that is absolutely your fault that they are not eating.
So it was a law that Trump had to give SNAP benefits.
Courts
the money
courts
they needed.
do adjudicate on law. Yes, when a judge ruled that he had to pay them out with emergency funds, that judge's ruling was backed by case law and a penal code in which demonstrated said obligation to exist on behest of the executive branch of our government. I really didn't know I had to explicitly clarify that, just for future reference. Courts adjudicate on law, yes.
Oh, so that's what the court ruling was, that he should have used the emergency fund to fund SNAP benefits?
Not that he should have, that he legally had to.
Okay. Well, why isn't he in jail then?
Well,
He should be in jail.
because of the presidential immunity ruling from SCOTUS. Presidents can't be thrown in jail for anything illegal that they do during their presidency.
Is he pardoned then?
It's not a pardon, it's just presidential immunity.
Well, after he gets out of office, do you think they'll prosecute on that and throw him in jail?
He can't be prosecuted because he committed the action when he had presidential immunity.
What if he bombs a school of children? Could he be prosecuted then?
Actually, no, because international law is adjudicated by the ICC, and we're not a member of it.
What if he
he did do
orders? What if he orders
But he did
Secret
do
Service?
that.
What if he orders Secret Service to go rob a bank while he's president?
Legal experts have concluded that if a president were to do that action or something similar, that they cannot be prosecuted for it because of presidential immunity.
I'm going to run for president.
The terrible ruling made by his SCOTUS. So do you concede that he is responsible for 16 million American children going unfed?
I don't know.
You don't
haven't
know?
convinced me.
I don't think that you know much, Mike. I think you know that I have convinced you. You're just unwilling to concede because you're a cultist. Now, do you want to leave my live or should I kick you? Because I want to talk to somebody with more
No, I
than
don't
3
want to
brain
kick you.
cells.
I don't want you to kick me. I don't want to leave. I just
Okay, well then give me the reason why my argument insofar as a conversation so far has been unconvincing. I think it's been incredibly convincing. He had a legal obligation to make sure that they're fed. He said, no, I'm going to let them starve, therefore it's his fault. It doesn't get any easier than that, Mike.
why aren't there 16 million dead kids in America then?
Because you don't die from not eating via supplementary assistance from SNAP for 12 days, in most circumstances. But for your information, we
From
actually do
12
have
days?
many children die every single year from starvation in this country. What is the relevance of your
it's a big
question
problem.
insofar as my argument that he's responsible?
Parents need to take responsibility for their kids.
Well, no.
Their kids are starving to death.
No. Do you concede? Do you
responsibility.
concede to the argument that Trump was responsible for them not eating? Yes or no?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, you don't know. Well, I just gave you the argument to demonstrate his responsibility. The law said he had to feed them. He didn't feed them.
Well, they should throw him in jail then.
And so you admit that he's
messed up.
responsible. You concede that claim?
That's messed up, dude.
So you, just to clarify, Mike, do you concede that he was responsible?
For what?
For what? Not feeding the children, allowing 16 million American children to starve during the last 12 days of the government shutdown, Mike. That's what.
There's 16 million dead kids?
Well, you've already asked this question. I answered it, and I said that it was irrelevant to you answering the question I asked. So try it better, Mike. You've already tried to run that pivot. Try again.
Okay, you got me. Trump is wrong.
Okay, so then concede that he was responsible for 16 million American children starving.
I just said that. Trump is wrong.
Okay. Yeah, we could get a concession out of anyone, folks. If I put the pedal to the metal hard enough, we could even get a concession out of the most dense human alive, with him serving as a great example. We got Goat loading up into the box. Do you support Trump?
Sorry, let me just add some little commentary here for YouTube. Question of the day. Will this Trump supporter lost support for Trump? Comment your answers down below. Okay, that's all. Thank you, and enjoy.
Yeah, for a unique reason.
How old are you?
25.
What year were you born in?
2001.
What time is it?
8:41 p.m.
Why do you support Trump?
Because he's our president.
Okay. That's not good reason to support them. In fact, it's very anti-American. You should only support the president if they're doing good things for the country and good things for the people in the country. And you should not support the president if they're doing bad things for the country and bad things for the people in the country, because the social support for against the things that the president are doing would serve as a hidden check/balance on a well-functioning democracy.
I think it's very anti-American to call someone anti-American just because of their ethnicity, even though they're American. That kind of is unironic, because I am nationally an American. And just because of my belief, you're calling someone an anti-American?
Yes, that is an anti-American belief, because it's a belief in which erodes our democracy.
Says who? But anyways, more importantly, I think
it says the facts. Once again, the facts are that social support for or against the things that the president does, limits the president doing them, regardless if it's indirectly because the president wants to have a high approval rating, or directly by voting for people in the midterms to stop the president in his tracks. So when you tell us that you're going to give your social support to the president regardless of what they do, you are eroding that function of our democracy, which would be the ultimate betterment of the people through duly elected representatives that are only supported when they're doing good. So once again, for those reasons, it would amount to an anti-American in belief, and for those reasons, you would therefore be anti-American because of that belief.
But you're causing separation, and you're dividing us in America by causing these debates, by convincing people to not go and support their president. He's quite literally the president.
It's not me doing the convincing. It's the facts that are doing the convincing. So what you're telling us here is that the facts are causing division.
No, what you're saying is because our
Then
president is
dispute my
doing X,
argument.
Y, and Z, then therefore you should stop
Wait, one
supporting
second.
it.
Then dispute my argument. If
You
the
never
facts,
gave one argument.
Wait. If the facts do not conclude that you're wrong, then dispute the argument that I gave to demonstrate.
What's the argument?
That
You
the
didn't
facts
give an
conclude that
argument.
You're wrong. Oh, you didn't listen to the argument.
Can you repeat it, please?
Sure, I'll repeat it for you for the third time. That's fine. All right, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
It's anti-American to support the president regardless of what they do, because revoking our support from the presidency when they're doing bad things is a function of the American democracy. Most notably, you're supposed to vote for people in the midterms to limit what the president can do, and the president's doing bad things. And because presidents care about their approval ratings, the social support for or against what they're doing would be a hidden check and balance that the people possess in order to limit what the president can do, with that ultimate incentive of driving their approval ratings down if they do bad things and driving their approval ratings up if they do good things.
But I don't think he's doing bad things. I think he's coming from good intentions, and we're just criticizing by wanting things of our way. I mean, he's a president. He took an oath.
So then ultimately, your argument is not I support him because he's president. But rather, your argument is I support him because he's doing good things, right?
Shh. I'm saying that as a president, he took an oath to make America gay again. So obviously, that's his intentions. So if we're just gonna say, well, he's not doing things as I'd like him to, therefore not support him, it doesn't help us in any shape or form.
Wait. So if somebody says something, it makes it true.
If someone said something, it makes it true. Well, yeah, I'd have a more reason to believe them than not.
Right. So the Nazis called themselves National Socialists. Were they Were they socialists?
Bruh.
Were they?
That's such obviously no.
Okay, so just because you give a cute slogan to a movement doesn't mean that slogan truly represents the movement. And clearly that slogan of making America great again would not truly represent Donald Trump's movement, because it doesn't make America great again to give us the worst jobs report since '03, ignoring recessions. It doesn't make America great again to give us the most manufacturing bankruptcy since '08. It doesn't make us great again to divide the people, call for the execution of Democrats in Congress, or defend the murder of people like Alex Preddy. It doesn't make America great again to put us back in war in the Middle East. We've already lost the lives of 7 Americans. It doesn't make America great again to refuse to pay for food stamp benefits for 17 million starving American children on food stamp benefits that went without those benefits for the last 12 days of the government shutdown because of Trump. It doesn't make America great again to take the purchasing power from the average American making at or under $51,000 per year than giving them to the rich and the elite. It doesn't make America great again to take health insurance away from 10 million low-income Americans when we already have 51,000 low-income Americans die every single year via lack of access to health care. And it doesn't make America great again to take food stamp benefits away from 3 million low-income Americans permanently by permanently defunding SNAP by $158 billion to give more back to the top 1%.
I mean, he's trying to do something different. We've been doing the same thing for how many years, Biden and etc. And there's just no change. I mean,
so you want things to change for the worse?
For the worst? No, I'm not saying that.
So then you don't support Trump because he's changing things for the worse, right?
I mean, I'm not saying I support all of his decisions, right? All I'm saying is I trust him for the
why?
position
Considering
he's
the fact
in.
that the net impact of his presidency is serving to the detriment of this country.
Have never been detriments? Is this unique to Trump? No, I mean that's just part of all presidents. It's the role he took.
Wait. No, it's not a part of all presidents to serve a net detriment to the country. That's not true. And it is certainly not unique to him either. Clearly, there's other presidents in American history that we could point out that have also served to a net detriment to this country. But what we would say in those circumstances is that we shouldn't support them either. Clearly, we shouldn't support a president that has raped a woman. Clearly, we shouldn't defend a president that has sexually exploited women and kids. Clearly, we shouldn't support a president that is calling for the execution of their political opponents. Clearly, we shouldn't support a president that likes to pardon domestic and narco terrorists. Clearly, we shouldn't support a president
that wants
to destroy the middle class. Well, the first step in the solution would be to stop supporting him as president. There you go. There's a first step. And until we can agree on that first step, we could talk. Well, then and only at that point will we talk about the second.
How does one stop supporting the president of their country?
Yeah, sure. By believing that they shouldn't be president.
Well, majority of the people voted for him.
Okay, no correlation between X and Y? What? like no correlation whatsoever? Okay, fucking unicorns aren't real, bro. Imagine if so you asked that question, how do you stop supporting him as president? Then I said, by believing he shouldn't be president. And then they're like, okay, unicorns aren't real, bro. Those two things have nothing to do with one another. Not to mention that the claim's not even true.
Our alternative is what, Kamala?
Every single time. So first and foremost, right now, you don't need to not support him because you think some alternative would be better than him. Okay, because right now we're not even really thinking about alternatives to Trump because the general elections aren't for another couple of years. All right, right now we're thinking about the harm that the Trump administration is materially causing on this country and on the world on the global stage, and how we can't get behind this harm and how we should limit him from harming these people by advocating for brighter and better voices in Congress to hopefully do something about it come midterms. That's the prerogative today. Are you on board with that prerogative or not?
I am.
Okay, so then you don't support Trump as president. If you agree that their administration is causing harm and we need to do whatever we can in order to limit that harm.
It's not that black and white. But I also always
it is. No, it truly is. Overall, you don't support Trump as president because you
I don't
want to
support his
limit all the
decision. Again,
harm that
I
he's
support
causing.
our president. But listen, I hear you all the time. I listen.
Wait,
to you
why do you support our president?
I think I will be doing more harm myself by trying to cause
Why do you support our president?
because I cause more harm not doing so.
Wait, you cause more harm not supporting Trump as president? So why is it
Yes.
harmful to not support Trump as president?
Because I'm only gonna go against to what's inevitable. I'm not like a counter president by making a difference. All I'm doing is just causing
Wait. So
chaos.
your first assumption is that Trump is inevitable. That assumption is false.
I mean, you and I don't have the power of executive. It's him.
Okay, well, overall, we the people do. Okay, we the people do have the collective power of influencing congressmen and women to get shit done to counter the Trump administration and influence courts to make proper decisions. A great example of that would be the Epstein files. The only reason why we have some of the Epstein files today is because of the people. So now that the last argument has been ruled out or wrong, throw it in the trash. Tell me again, why is it harmful to not support Trump as president?
I mean, you just said a bunch of things and then concluded something yourself.
Okay, well then dispute the conclusion based upon the presumption of fact I shared. Okay, because you said that you not supporting the president won't do anything because he's inevitable. And then I said in response, it's not true. We the people, we the collective, do have power to influence congressmen and women to enact good change to limit the Trump administration to prevent them from being inevitable in their tyranny. And a perfect example of me being right and you being wrong would be the fact that we now today have the Epstein Files Transparency Act because we the people organized and demanded it.
I mean, it's very self-evident that you're saying that it's now, but they also say that they didn't release everything because of the Trump administration. They kind of prevented it from all being released.
Yes, but if it wasn't for we the people pushing for the Epstein Files Act in the first place, we would have 0% of the files released instead of 40%.
I mean, hey man, all the children still went through all the horrific things. I don't see how us knowing and... But I just want to get to a different point.
Oh, you don't understand how us knowing helps because it gets people like Andrew arrested. Because it gets more accountability than we've seen from the government over the course of modern American history. That's good.
Yes.
So now you're conceding that ultimately not supporting the Trump administration generates good, right?
In a sense, yeah, I do.
Okay. So therefore you're not a Trump supporter, right?
No, but I no.
Wait, so why are you still a Trump supporter if ultimately supporting Trump generates more harm than not supporting Trump?
Because I disagree with like a lot of things that you say, right? Because
wait, no, just answer the question. You disagreeing with the things that I have to say have no bearing on your response to this question.
I can see it on my aspect.
So why do you think that supporting Trump causes less harm than not supporting Trump, given that you just conceded that not supporting Trump actually is beneficial?
Okay, you might be right. Yeah, you seemingly you sound it might be correct that I guess it's not more harmful to not support him and come whatever you say. I do see what you're saying.
Okay, so once again, have you stopped supporting Trump?
No.
Why?
Because I hear you all the time stating a lot of for the lack of words, calling him saying that he did a lot of bad things. Raping a woman.
You support him because he raped a woman?
No. I'm getting there, and for God knows what else things that you say about him. I feel like the country that we live in, if these things are like fundamentally true, there's no way in this world for two different reasons that I would disagree with that. Is first, for an amount of how many Americans still chose to vote for this person, knowing that if these things were true. Second, I don't believe these claims to be true upon him living in the United States of America. Is that how is this person not behind bars, but rather having the opportunity to run for presidency? It doesn't make sense.
Okay, so your argument would be all rapists are behind bars, don't have the opportunity to run for the presidency, right?
And for that many people liking them simultaneously, wanting them to be president, if it's proven.
Okay, so like this, it would be impossible for a rapist to achieve this end goal.
Yeah, it should be very unlikely.
Okay, and why is that?
Would you ever vote for a known guaranteed rapist? I wouldn't.
Okay, so because people voted for Trump, that disputes the fact that he's a known guaranteed rapist?
But it's a conjunction of two, right? As they say. It can't be both together.
So I have a question. Do people supporting Trump as president have any bearing whatsoever on the truth factor of the claim, or more so the proposition that Trump is a rapist?
Yeah, I'm saying that it's less likely.
But so we should unconcern ourselves with all the evidence that he's a rapist, and we should more so concern ourselves with the dumbasses that still voted for him. You understand a lot of the people that voted for Trump in the last election either A, didn't know that a court had determined he was a rapist, B, knew that a court determined a rapist, but believed Trump basically when Trump said that it was a rigged court, like the Democrats also rigged the last general election, or C, knew that Donald Trump was a rapist, didn't dispute the fact that he was a rapist, and didn't care, right? And for those three reasons, I'd argue the fact that people still voted for him in the last election has no relevance whatsoever to the truthity or falsity of the proposition that Trump is a rapist. And
Okay.
when I'd argue for the truthity of the proposition that Trump is a rapist, I'm not going to point at the fact that a lot of people think he is. I'm going to more so be pointing at the evidence that was actually suggested inside of the court case because of the ad populum fallacy. The ad populum logical fallacy would suggest that it is fallacious to attempt to conflate the truth value of a proposition predicated on the amount of people that find said proposition to be true. In fact, that is the precise logical fallacy that you are
Okay.
engaging in as we speak.
Okay, I retract from that in that case. But how about, can you address the point that why is he not behind? Can you please address the point that why is he not behind bars then?
Sure, I'll help educate you on the criminal justice system in America. Criminal courts send people to jail behind bars. Civil courts just make them pay money. He was found guilty in a civil court because he couldn't have been found guilty in a criminal court because the statute of limitations had passed.
So you're saying that if something has happened in the past, now that therefore can they not, like, since having the knowledge that he had done an action in the past, therefore still count for it or pay for
Yes,
it?
I am saying in many scenarios, when you do something in the past, you cannot be held criminally accountable for it today because the statute of limitations passed. That is exactly
Wow, that
what
kind
I'm
of
saying.
sucks. Well, that shouldn't be the case. And I mean, that's all. I mean,
So
I guess
you support Trump?
No, I mean, you're right. I mean, that was my only reason to say that. I just hear I don't like the things that he does, but I just don't also like the fact, like, people of how strongly hate
Yeah. I think it's okay to hate rapists. Just saying. But do you still support Trump?
Nah.
Okay. Well, I'm happy that we could change your mind. Matt, how long do you have? If you happen to be busy, feel free to.
No. I'm here. I'm just doing other things. I came up, to help you, obviously, because you had.
I guess I haven't used the restroom quite yet.
No, you're good. I'm happy to stay. I can entertain people while you go. So, like,
Right, man. We're gonna try to get the next guest loaded up in here right now. Welcome in Weston. Do you support Trump?
Not anymore. Do you remember me? I'm here from yesterday.
I debated you yesterday.
Yeah.
And you changed your mind?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it kind of helped seal the deal. I mean, I was kind of on the fence already, especially
yes, I remember
seeing
the
what he's been
conversation,
doing. Yeah.
Dude, good to hear.
Yeah, I just wanted to come on here and show my support for you and the things that you do. I mean, debating people kind of really helps, and talking to people on a community level, it kind of just wanted to say, you're doing good, Dean. Thank you so much.
I'm really happy that we were able to change your mind. Dude, huge shout out to you. Huge shout out to you. Fuck yes. Hell yes, bro. Show some love to that guest down below. I'm happy that we were able to change your mind. Thank you. How do you support Trump? Nope, they left. Okay, moving on to the next guest. Oh, they're still here. Alex, do you support Trump?
Yeah, I like him, yep.
How old are you?
45.
Yeah, why do you happen to support the worst president of your 45 years of life? Come on.
I just like that he was a businessman. I don't know, he seems family oriented, and he doesn't have to be swayed by other people because he's already been rich and
Okay.
powerful before.
Okay,
his
first and foremost, he was a businessman, not a good one. He had 6 bankruptcies, and that has absolutely also translated into his economic policy. I mean, last year we only added 177,000 jobs to the economy, worst jobs report since 2003 if we ignore recessions. Second point, you said that he's a good family man that's family oriented. He's cheated on every single wife that he's had, including Melania with a porn star. And then your third point was saying what?
The autobiography on him, I just liked what I saw, and I like that he's pro-Jesus. He's for his country. He seems like he wants good things for his country. That's what I see. I don't know.
Okay.
Media lies.
Pro-Jesus, for his country, wants good things for the country. Last point, you said that he wants good things for the country. Then why would he throw us back into another war in the Middle East? I thought that was proven to be a bad thing for our country. The second thing that you said is that he was pro-Jesus. I don't think that he's pro-Jesus at all. He's raped a woman, boasted about sexually exploiting women and kids, says that he's never had to ask God to forgive any of his sins ever in his life, and even on one occasion said that he wasn't Christian. And the second point that he made is that he really loves this country. If he loved this country, then he wouldn't be trying to infringe upon our Constitution, our checks and balances. our courts and our rule of law. He's infringed on the 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, 10th, 14th, and 22nd Amendment, not to mention the 1st and 2nd article of the Constitution, all within the last year and a half. And some of the ways that he's broke the law have actually been really indicative of this anti-gospel worldview, such as him illegally refusing to pay out food stamp benefits to 16 million starving American children, when we read in Matthew that the way that you treat those with lesser than you is the way that you're treating the Lord your God. So in other words, he basically gave the big middle finger to Jesus.
We disagree. We're seeing different things, right? So, I don't know. The media can just sway different ways, right? So obviously you're seeing different outlets. I'm seeing different outlets as well. I'm
okay,
more
well then feel free. Well,
you're probably more liberal.
We're just talking about the facts here. Regardless of outlet, we're just talking about the facts.
Think people
okay,
lie.
well, but this is a debate where you have the podium and the mic to explain to me how what I'm saying is skewed, but seemingly you can't.
Well, I'm saying you might have a liberal mindset, right? Which is fine, right? You believe in certain things, and I don't, right? So. I mean,
it's not a liberal mindset. It's a fact-oriented mindset. I have a fact-oriented mindset. I do not believe, that Donald Trump is not pro-Jesus because I'm a liberal, but rather I believe that Donald Trump is not pro-Jesus.
Right away, right? Because I find I look at conservative and I think.
But the motivating factor that's leading me to the conclusion that he's anti-Christ, anti-Jesus, is not the fact that I vote Democrat. The relevant factor that's leading me to the conclusion that he's anti-Jesus is the fact that the teachings of the gospel are contradictory to what he wants to do and what he's already done.
Well, Paul was a schmurderer, right? You're not going to get great people from the Bible.
So then what do you even mean when you say that he's pro-Jesus?
He's a follower of Jesus, right?
He's a follower of Jesus?
He's horrible with women. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Wait, so was Kamala Harris pro-Jesus?
Things. Pardon?
Was Kamala Harris pro-Jesus?
I don't know. I don't really follow her.
She was a Baptist.
But, well, again, what I've seen from Trump is he has prayed. He has acknowledged Jesus, right? I don't know. He does seem family-oriented in the biography I watched. Me and you are seeing different things, so... and I don't...
Okay, so now you're back to trying to describe that he's pro-Jesus predicated on the actions that he's engaged in. And back to that argument, the actions that he has engaged in and continues to engage in demonstrate that he's anti-Jesus, like him literally saying that he's not Christian, like him saying that he's never asked God to forgive any of his sins in his life, like him continuing to sin by giving the big middle finger to poor Americans, giving the big middle finger to immigrants, to black and brown people, to excluding Muslims, saying that he doesn't even want them to be able to enter into the country. He's not pro-family, cheated on all three of his wives. That point is clear.
Again,
clearly the culmination of all these facts. No, we're not seeing different things. It is a fact that he's cheated on every wife that he's had. Tell me how you consolidate the fact that he's cheated on every wife that he's had with your claim that he's pro-family values.
Again, what I've seen, I like. Okay.
Explain this to me. You're not explaining it to me. Consolidate the fact that he's cheated on all three of his wives with your claim that he's pro-family values. How do you consolidate those two things? How do you make those two things work together? Be specific, be clear, and be direct.
He said he's Christian. You know, I believe he follows Christ.
Does saying that you're Christian mean that you're pro-family values?
Yeah.
So if you just say that you're Christian, you're pro-family values?
I believe if you're being honest, yep.
Wait, give the argument for that if you say you're Christian, you are therefore pro-family values.
I don't feel like arguing with you, man. I like Trump, man.
Wait, do you think that women who get abortions are pro-family values?
I think a lot of your facts...
Wait. Do you think that women who get abortions are pro-family values?
No, but there's circumstances.
Wait. Can women who get abortions say they're Christian?
Yes.
Wait, but I thought you just said that if you say you're Christian, you're pro-family values. And there's many of women that get abortions that say that they're Christian. Therefore, you think that women who get abortions are pro-family values. It doesn't matter if they were to get an abortion every single fucking week. It doesn't matter if they were to get an abortion every single fucking day. As long as they say they're Christian in accordance with your view, they are pro-family values, right?
Well, they're trying their best, man.
And all of the priests inside of the Catholic Church that rape kids, they definitely say they're Christian. Are the child rapist Catholic priests pro-family values?
Okay, no, sorry, sweetie. I don't know. I'm just talking to this kid.
Review, Rebecca.
What's that? Yeah, I did. I already gave a review. Yeah, love you. Good night. Yeah. I don't know. You like to make things really bad, man.
It's just a question. Are the Catholic priests who rape kids pro-family values because they say they're Christian?
I think bad people who put their faith in Christ are still going to go to heaven, man. I think they probably did bad things.
Can you answer my question?
I think God's going to judge them. Right?
Can you answer my question?
Hearts and minds. That's what I think. I've
Can
read the
you
Bible
answer my
9
question?
times, man.
Do you
What-
think
what-
that the Catholic priests who rape kids that say they're Christian are pro-family values?
That's not up to me to judge, man.
Okay, so then why is that for you to judge when it's Trump?
Well, I'm just saying from my perspective.
Okay,
what
so
I've
from your
seen-
perspective, are the Catholic priests who rape
Oh,
kids, from
dude,
what you've
I'm not
seen,
gonna
pro-family
go into
values?
this with you about stupid things like.
Well, you think that Catholic priests raping kids is stupid?
No, I think it's not.
Okay,
good,
so then
man.
go
I
into it
think
with
it's
me. Do you
evil.
think that the Catholic priests who rape kids, from your perspective, are pro-family values?
I don't know every individual. That's really.
Wait, do you know
painting
Trump?
A brush of like every Catholic priest, right?
Well,
Like-
I'd say that you know enough about them in order to
No,
understand that
I
they're not
don't.
pro-family
I don't.
values.
I don't.
Oh wait, but you don't know Trump, but you're arguing that from your
That's just
perspective
like
he's pro-family
saying
values, so
all
therefore you
white
don't need to quote
people
unquote know
are
somebody.
in a racist, right? I'm not going to discriminate like that. That's just stupid.
Wait, so you think that it'd be discriminatory and stupid to argue that all child rapists are not pro-family values?
You keep going into that, man.
No, I mean that was your response. Though you just said my question was,
go
do you
into
think
these
that child priests who
twisted
rape kids are pro-family
Like-
values? And then in response you say, "Oh, I'm not. That is so discriminatory and stupid." So it's discriminatory and stupid to argue that all child rapists are anti-family
Oh man,
values.
why
just
do you
to
keep
clarify.
going to that? That's just disgusting. Like, I
Well,
don't
dude,
want
that's
to
what
talk
you just
about
said.
that.
Can you address what you said or not? Come on, bro.
And he left.
Okay. We're just making them run in like 10 minutes or less. I guess that's the goal of the live. maybe we just need to, calm it down a level.
Okay, last comment here. Then you could go enjoy the video again. For some context, this girl has to be the biggest Dean and Parker hater I've seen so far. But I won't spoil it, so you could be just as shocked as I was.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Dean.
Hi, give me one moment here. Eva, thank you so much for the $20 over on Venmo. Eva with that
Here we
$20
go.
donation on Venmo says, for having unlimited patience debating MAGA. I try my very best to be patient as possible, Eva. That patience is definitely failing today. Thank you so much, Eva. Let's get
My
to it, Eva
patience is
W's.
failing with you with calling out the donations instantly.
Good God.
Hey, Rebecca.
Hi.
Shut the fuck up.
Are you done?
No. Thank you for the $20, Eva.
Do you still want to call out your fake donations?
I have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
I want you to explain to me how this is fake. One second. I just gotta block out the name. Explain to me, okay? Like I'm 5.
You have the maturity level of a 5-year-old.
Right, exactly. So explain to me like I'm 5, because you think I am, how this is fake.
It's blurry. I can't see. I'm blind. $20.
Yeah, how's this fake?
It could be, because it could be from a bot. You never know. These people could be a bot.
When you say bot, what do you
Like
mean?
half of your followers are pretty bots.
when
pretty
you
much
say
bots.
when you say bot, what do you mean?
Like AI. Robots.
Okay, but it's real
Bots
money,
who
so
can, like literally bots.
but it's real money. So where would the bots be getting the money from?
Because it's fake. It's fake.
Okay, but
It's
like
fake.
clearly, I just showed you a real Venmo transaction. You can't send fake money on over a real Venmo transaction.
That's not what I came up here for.
Yeah, get fucked, Rebecca. Even you know it's bullshit. Carrie, thank you so much for the $50
There
over
we
on
go.
Venmo.
That's
I
what
appreciate you so much for that love, Carrie. Let's get 500 Carrie W's down below in that comment
You're
section.
so
That is CARRIE. Shut up, Rebecca. Carrie with the
Thank
$50
you,
says,
Katie,
for the therapy. Thank you so much for that love. I want to see 500 massive Carrie W's down below. Sincerely and genuinely, Carrie, thank you so very much for the love.
Carrie.
As well as
Oh,
Shannon. Shannon, thank you so much for the $100 donation on Venmo. Shannon, the GOAT. I want to see 1,000 Shannon W's down below in that chat. Genuinely, Shannon, that is incredibly, incredibly kind of you. From the bottom of my heart, that is so much fucking money. I don't deserve that much
Keep
love.
muting.
Shannon with a $100 donation says, not fake. Oh, yeah, she's just crazy. Appreciate you so much for that love, Shannon.
Indeed,
Let's get 1,000 Shannon W's. Sincerely, thank you so much for that love.
At least I admit it.
Be quiet. Michael with a $20
don't tell a woman
says,
to be
"Why
quiet.
does?" Well, I'm telling you to be quiet, not because you're a woman, but because you
I'm a
literally
woman,
lost your goddamn
and-
mind. Thank you so much for the
I'm
$20,
a
Michael.
woman, and
Let's
you're-
get 200 Michael W's down below in that comment section. Who says, "Why does she
look at you
act
being-
like she's 13?" Dead ass, bro. Thank you for the fake donation. Caitlin with a $5
Look
over
at
on
you,
Venmo for the fake donation.
woman,
Then Denisha, thank you so
woman,
much for the
bro.
$50 donation over on
So
PayPal
pro-women.
from your friendly NPC.
So pro-
Denisha, that is so incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much for that love, Denisha. Show some love to Denisha down below in that comment section for the 50.
Keep muting me, I'm
Fucking
a
hell.
woman.
As well as Janine, thank you for the 15 fake
Boo-hoo,
Canadian dollars
boo-hoo,
over on
keep
PayPal.
muting
Appreciate
me.
you for that love, Janine. And thank you for the
I'm a
7
woman
fake
and you're
dollars.
muting me.
Isabella, yes, I am. Isabella, thank you for the $15 who says, been watching for a while. Love your debates. Keep proving these people wrong. I try my best, Isabella. Thank you for the 15. Then Daniela,
Proving people
thank you for the
wrong,
$10
but
as well
literally-
over on PayPal. And then, holy shit, Big Honey Princess Girl. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat over on YouTube.
on Cash App and PayPal and Venmo.
Well, it actually wasn't Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo's YouTube Super Chat. Get it right next time. Thank you so much for the $50, Big Honey. Dude, seriously, let's get 5,000 Honey W's. Thank you so much for that love. Same thing to you, AZ. Thank you so much for the $20 for the fake money from a Democratic bot. Tara with the $20 from a fake Democratic bot as well. Thank you so much, Tara. Thank you so much, Tara. I really appreciate you. As well as Randy with the $20 from the fake Democratic bot over on Super Chat. Lord D with the $20 from the fake money from the Democratic bots. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much. Oh, what's a grift?
What?
Alexandra, thank you for the $15
Once
from
a
the fake
grifter,
Democratic bot
always
on
a grifter.
PayPal. Thank you so much, Alexandra, for the $15. Go ahead.
Once a grifter, always a grifter.
Oh, so what does it mean to be a grifter?
thank oh no, Parker.
Parker, would you like to investigate this person?
Investigate? What do you mean by investigate?
Talk to them.
Investigate who?
Investigate the claims that
their
this person is
bio-
making.
Their bio says that they hate us.
Yep.
I was gonna ask you, why do you hate me? What's wrong with me?
Because you're his lapdog.
What is that?
Every time he has debates and has discussions, you come to defend him right away. Like, oh my God, Dean, you're my bestie, Westie. I'm gonna defend you. Trump is this, Trump is that. Like, we get it. You guys hate
Rebecca,
Trump. That's
are
fine.
you mad that I defend my friends? Really?
Because he's a grown ass adult. He could defend himself if he wants to.
Obviously, but like,
Yeah.
don't you also yourself defend your friends?
No, they're grown.
Nope, you
They're
never
grown.
defend your friends at all. Okay, that's just evidence that
They're
you're a bad
grown.
friend.
They are grown. They are full
But
grown
that's
adults
just
who can
evidence that
defend
you're a bad
themselves.
friend. If you don't defend your friends at all, you're just a bad friend.
How do you know? Do you have any evidence or proof?
Well, you just told us you don't defend your friends at all.
I said that they're full on grown.
So are your
ass
friends
adults.
bad people? Are your friends bad people?
No.
Oh, you just defended them.
Yeah, but he's a grown.
Get
adult. He
cooked.
could defend
Get fucking shredded. Get absolutely fucking shredded. He
Shredded
just shredded
for
you
what?
with one question.
No,
I have a
he
couple
didn't.
more fake donations to thank. Hannah, thank
here
you
you
so
go.
much for the $10 fake over on Venmo. I really appreciate
That's
you, Hannah.
not
Let's
what
get
I came
1,000
on
Hannah
here
W's.
for,
Benjamin, thank you for the $25 over on Venmo. Says official message from the interruption service. Insults detected. Arguments not found. Thank you for the $25, Ben. Let's get 250 Ben W's. Thank you so much for that love. Go ahead.
Grifter incoming.
Go ahead, Rebecca.
You say you don't condone.
Drew, thank you so much for the $20 for the fake donation over on Venmo. Drew, I really appreciate you so much for the
You
love.
said
Thank you so much for the love, Drew. Then Benjamin, thank you for the $28 as well. Thank you so much for the $28, Benjamin. And then Anna Sophia, thank you so much for the $30 over on Venmo. Says this girl's pissing me off because by saying that I'm a fake, so I'm sending another donation. Thank you so much for another fake $30 Anna Sophia. That is very, very kind of you. Hannah, thank you for the $10 saying I just joined. I see that we're doing fake donations. All the donations are fake. Patsy with a $30 donation who says fake donation. Also, I just can't stand Rebecca. Yeah, she's terrible. Rebecca, Patsy,
Thank
seriously,
God.
thank you so much for the $30 donation, dude. Thank you so much for making my pockets so much deeper, Patsy. Show some love to Patsy down below. Go ahead.
I'm hoping someone will sue
Stevie, thank you so much for the $20 over on Venmo. Says, damn, this Rebecca girl's obsessed with you. I think she's jealous. On God, Stevie, thank you for the $20.
Obsessed?
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, obsessed with hate.
Eva, thank you for the $20 for dealing with Rebecca. Thank you so much. Caroline, thank you for the $14.50 who says, I wanted to give you a fake donation. Thank you for the fake donation, Caroline. Thank you for the $14.50.
Donation, Caroline. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Ben, thank you for the $28 Santa. I'm Dragon. Thank you so much for the love, Ben. And Brody, thank you for the $35 for the ultimate gift on PayPal. And Kathy, thank you so much for the $75. Oh my God, Kathy, thank you so much for the $75 donation over on PayPal. She sent in a fake donation from Queen Kathy.
Cheap as fuck. If you got.
Shut up.
It's
Be
so
quiet.
cheap.
Queen Kathy in the building. I appreciate you so much for the $75 donation. Show some love to don't listen to her, by the way. Thank you so much for thank you so much for that love, Kathy. Show some love to Queen Kathy down below in that comment section because Rebecca's hating on her so hard. Fuck you, Rebecca. Don't take it personal, Queen Kathy. She's just deranged. Sean, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much for that love. I really appreciate you. Sir, thank you for the $10 who says, here's another fake donation. I appreciate you guys so much for loading me up with all the fake donos, including Tommy. Thank you so much for the $50 over on Super Chat for the fake donation. Randy with the $20 for the fake donation. Snow with the $20 for the fake donation who says, at least you make more money when these idiots say it's fake. I know, it's like a negative feedback loop for them. They just get pissed off even more. Then just one last donation that I have to thank you. Casey, thank you for the $20 who says, I'm so sorry. Just take all their money. It's so real. I'm so sorry you guys have to deal with such asshats every day. Here's a fake donation. Well, Casey, thank you so much for the 20 fake dollars. I'm going to make sure I spend it on some fake food later.
And for those who are saying in the 20 Canadian dollars
who says, Rebecca calls you a 5-year-old kid, then babbles like a toddler. On God, Cat. No, you're so obsessed. You're clearly obsessed. Thank you guys so much for all the love. Show some love to all the donors down below.
And Chris and Harry, but not obsessed with you and Percy.
In me. You got a friend in me.
Parker, sit down. You're literally the lapdog with Dean, bro.
You got mad I defended one of my friends, and then you just conceded that sometimes you defend your friends because I literally attacked your friends by saying that
my friends are not bad people.
You said no, which is a defense of your friends, so I proved you wrong. You do defend your friends. So what's wrong about me?
I don't defend my friends in situations they could handle by themselves.
Okay, well, yes, you did. They could have handled it by themselves as well.
Yes, exactly. Because we're all grown adults and we know how to handle situations.
Then why did you say that they're not bad people?
Yeah, they're not bad people.
Well, but they could have defended themselves right now.
Yeah, they could have.
For them.
Exactly.
They couldn't have?
So then, therefore, you shouldn't have said that they're not actually bad people.
So when people question me about Dean on the live...
See, this is what y'all do. Y'all do like...
Rebecca.
This hypothetical bullshit, bootleg, Ben Shapiro talking ass shit. It's like, bro...
Rebecca, when people question me about Dean on the live, when Dean's not on the live, should I just not respond?
Yes.
I should just not respond. So then when people question you about your friends, you just shouldn't respond.
Yeah, I shouldn't respond.
Oh, you did though.
But I did. I couldn't.
Exactly.
I couldn't have, and I couldn't like
then
literally
do you admit to being a hypocrite?
I couldn't have responded if I wanted to, but I responded because if I didn't, then that would make me look like a coochie woochie for it.
Okay, so then couldn't you just say that that made no sense, by the way. Couldn't you just say then it would be...
Yeah, because you can't comprehend. You can't comprehend.
By the way, the worst thing that she could make up about Parker Get a Job is that Parker Get a Job defends his friends.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What a horrible guy.
Guys,
condemn Parker Get a Job, everybody. Condemn Parker Get a Job. He's horrible.
Without Dean, you wouldn't be anywhere where you are today.
Wait. Did you just say that without me, Parker wouldn't be where he is today?
Yup.
I think I'm the only one who can say that.
Rebecca, the opposite is true.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Actually,
he got his call from you.
Yes. You know what? So true. Here are the two funny things that I've been able to point out, that I've been able to observe so far in the last minute. So the first really funny thing, this is actually sending me. I actually think you're funny for this, Rebecca. You said some incoherent gibberish, I would be a coochie woochie if I did that. And then Parker's like, what the fuck? That didn't make any sense. And then they're like, yes, because you can't comprehend. I don't know, crazy people saying crazy shit and then getting mad at other people when they don't understand and accusing them of being crazy themselves or stupid is so fucking funny to me. So that was hilarious. And then the other thing that I found really funny is, and actually, Parker, this is a critique on your argument. You proposed a hypothetical to see if she'd defend her friends. I'm led to believe that she doesn't have any fucking friends. So I don't know. False premise, possibly.
Indeed, I do.
Okay.
Indeed, I do.
You post about me, Parker, Harry, Chris 5 times a day, every day, and every
Exactly.
single video, you're either alone in your bed,
Don't forget
alone
the
in
live
your
streams.
yard, or alone in your car. Where the fuck are they?
Oh,
Where the
no,
fuck are
Pookie
they?
Wookie
Where the hell
Bookie
are
Bear.
the friends?
I'm so mad, Pookie Wookie Bookie Bear, that I don't have any friends. Boo-hoo. Wah. Oh my god, Pookie Wookie Bookie Bears, I have no friends. You don't have proof. You don't have evidence. You don't have receipts. So therefore, you cannot assume my social life.
Spell assume.
ASSUME.
Holy
Assume.
shit. Holy fuck, Rebecca. I'm so surprised you could do that. Go ahead.
Okay, this is why I not came. This is why I came on the live stream for. You said you don't condone violence, right?
Yeah, well, I don't condemn unjust violence. True.
You don't condone violence, right? Or you don't condone any type of
I don't
hate
condone
speech,
unjust violence.
or like any type of hate speech about violence, right?
Hate speech would be unjust violence. I condemn hate speech, yeah.
Well, okay. As I was on your live stream yesterday, after I got off, I've received the most atrocious, okay, messages and DMs and some comments on my other accounts as well. And
Rebecca,
a couple of them
Rebecca, I have
have
a question.
literally said to go Kentucky myself.
That's horrible, Rebecca. We would condemn that. But I have a question. Would you say that Trump is responsible for all the Trump supporters that engage in death threats towards Dean?
This is not me about supporting Trump. This is about me hating on you guys. Oh my lord!
Would
Can you answer the question though?
And after you do,
The Trump
you should also
administration
answer,
is
Yeah,
crap.
answer his first. Okay, she's not gonna answer. Would you condemn somebody telling me and Parker to self-unalive?
No.
Yeah, my point.
Are you serious? That's crazy. Wait, I literally just condemned them doing it to you, and you want me to have empathy for you when you said you wouldn't do that for me? That's crazy.
Oh, my point.
Wait, hold on. Re-ask the question because you spoke so fast. Because you're a bootleg Ben Shapiro. Repeat it again.
Would you condemn somebody telling me and Parker to self-unalive?
It's wrong to wish people death.
What
It's
would you
wrong
condemn
to-
somebody for? What would you condemn somebody for telling me and Parker to self-unalive?
I would condemn, yes.
So you don't want us to die?
No, because who the fuck else would I hate?
Corny. Every other sentence that comes out of your mouth is somehow corny. Like, I'm happy the answer was no, but like, I'm like kind of cringing.
But my whole point is, I've dealt with a lot of unaliving thoughts, and this shit is why I take this shit very, very, very fucking personal.
Okay,
and this is why I hate.
Rebecca,
No,
check
this
this
is
out.
no. Let me finish. Let me finish. Okay. This is why I take it very fucking personal on hating on you, Parker, Harry, and Chris, because every time I've dealt with discussions with you or Chris or Harry in the past, literally all I've received is nothing but go Kentucky yourself. The most atrocious one that I've received is, let's just say it has to do with a rope, and you get the gist. The most atrocious messages. Not even that.
Check
But
this out.
My actual
Like we just said that we.
no, hold on. My actual address,
Yeesh.
not too long ago, last month, got doxed. Okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
Rebecca, check this out. We condemn people sending you death threats. Nobody should be sending you messages telling you to self-unalive.
So then get your
Do you
fan
want
base
to know
to
the way
control
that you
themselves.
do you want to know the way that you could ensure 0 people will send you messages telling you to self-unalive?
Yeah, wait, Rebecca, what is a reasonable way that we could prevent that from happening?
There's a
I don't
good way
fucking
that,
know.
Just check this out. Just check this out, Rebecca. Do you want to know a way that you could actually ensure 0 people
You could
tell you to
suggest a
self-unalive?
way.
Here's the
hear it
way that
out.
you could ensure that 0 people to tell you to self-unalive. By the way, to repreface, we condemn people telling you that no matter what. But the way that you could ensure that 0 people do that is to,
Let's be
I don't
real. Let's
know,
be real.
stop
You
posting
want me
like
to
a
die.
billion
You want me
times
to
a
die.
day about me, Parker, Harry, and Chris saying that we're the worst thing ever, literally
You
Satan
literally- yesterday
incarnate,
you
and
said
then
you
coming
wanted
up
to
onto
forget
the
about
live
me.
stream saying that,
Let's be
like,
real.
you know, a grifter,
You
ultra,
wouldn't care if
mega,
I
max,
died.
terrible Hitler 2.0. Like, maybe if you were to stop with that, okay, you could. You
Wait,
definitely
hold
zero,
on, hold
but-
on. What about Mustache Man?
Oh my God. Wait, I forgot this. You like Nazis, right?
No.
I think I remember you coming up, like, this thought just popped into my head now. I think I remember you coming up onto my live like a year and a half ago, low-key, like, being a Nazi.
I probably said some fucked up shit, but that doesn't mean that's wrong.
So you remember that? What did you say?
You said it's fucked up, but you don't think it's wrong. What does that even mean? That's literally the most incoherent statement I've ever heard in my life.
I don't literally praise the Mustache Man if you're trying to ask that. I don't do that.
So what are your thoughts
I
on
don't
Hitler?
praise any politician. I
Do you
don't
hate
praise any party.
Mustache
I
Man?
don't praise any group of people. I hate everyone equally.
Do you have positive thoughts towards Mustache Man?
Equality for all. I hate everyone.
So so to clarify, you hate me and Hitler equally.
Equally.
Wait,
I hate you more than
I have a
you.
question. Do you
You're
hate
the last one, Parker. Listen, Parker. Be grateful that you're the last one that I don't hate that much.
Wait. So
your
do you
opinion
hate
is
me
insane.
more?
Why would I
Because
care
it's
about
the
that?
last.
So
you're
who
last.
who do you hate more, me or like literally Hitler?
It's equivalent, Dean. She said it's equivalent. She said
Yeah,
she
it's
hates me as much as she hates Hitler.
But Parker, she said that she hates you as much as she hates Hitler, but then she said that she hates me more than she hates you. It would follow from the belief that therefore she hates me more than Hitler.
That's a really, really good one.
So would you?
Ooh.
So you'd argue that you actually hate me more than Hitler,
I hate you more than anyone else, dead or alive.
including Hitler?
Dead or alive, I hate you more than
Does
anyone
that
else.
include Hitler?
The man is dead. We can't have nothing to say about him. We can't
Or
have
alive.
anything to say about
Rebecca,
You
you
were not
unironically
there
said
in the
dead or
1930s.
alive. Dead or alive would include Hitler. You know that, right?
Dead or alive, I hate all of y'all.
Wait, you just said you hate him more than anyone dead or alive, which means you hate him more than Hitler.
Dead or alive, yes. There you go.
I have a question. Do you hate Dean more than Satan?
I hate Dean in the whole wide world. If he was the last man on Earth and there comes an earthquake,
answer the question, Rebecca.
I would literally
Rebecca.
tell the earthquake to take
Rebecca,
him.
do you hate Dean more than Satan?
I hate Dean more than Satan. Indeed, I do.
I'm so confused. I'm not gonna lie.
So listen, I'm like literally like Hitler 2.0. Is that like your
Yep.
view? Dude, this person's crazy. Get off my life, bro. I don't know why she's laughing. I don't know. I'm sorry. Rebecca, just to clarify, and maybe this is like good to clarify for viewers of the live stream too. When I laugh in situations like that, I'm laughing because of how fucking pathetic they are. How pathetic. How genuinely and sincerely pathetic do you have to be to genuinely believe that shit?
Dean, I
Oh
don't
my
think
God,
she's
she's
trolling,
crazy.
too. I
No,
don't think
she's
she's
not.
trolling because she has like if you go to my I'm tagged in stuff on Instagram. There's a million posts. Most of them are her. She's like obsessed with us and like constantly has made videos for years. Has done that. There's literally a million videos of that on my tagged in things on Instagram, and I'm like trying to find out a way to like prevent that from happening because there's literally a million videos, and it's like when people click on that, that's what they see. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this? Like, why does TikTok have this as a thing?
Yeah, bro, she's like low key, like
Not TikTok,
the-
Instagram.
She's kind of like the woman version of QB.
Oh, good God Almighty!
I mean, she's at least from my
That's a name I
experience.
didn't want to hear again.
Yeah, she's the woman version of the name who you don't want to hear again. Precisely. Damn, that's what it is. All right,
There it
I'm gonna
is.
go make my girlfriend dinner because I'm a man of my
right.
word.
Bye,
Guys,
Dean.
go raid Parker's stream. He's gonna be at Parker Get a Job on TikTok, at Parker Get a Job on YouTube, at Parker Get a Job everywhere. I am gonna go cook my girlfriend dinner. I'm happy. Oh my god, I'm so happy that I remember that. Holy shit. Damn, I dropped the ball. That's on me. That's on me. That is so on me. I am going to go cook my girlfriend dinner. Super fries tomorrow. Peace and love, folks. Go raid Parker's stream.